You eat less every single day, trying desperately to lose weight, but the stubborn fat just will not go away completely. You exercise more, spending countless exhausting hours at the gym, pushing your body to the absolute limit without seeing any results. For many frustrated people out there, the real problem is definitely not about simply cutting calories or doing endless cardio sessions. The hidden culprit sabotaging your progress is actually a powerful hormone called insulin, which completely controls how your body manages energy. And if this crucial insulin stays high for far too long, your physical body can easily become trapped in fat storage mode. Many hopeful individuals try diet after diet, constantly restricting their meals and severely limiting their daily food intake for several months. They strictly follow low-fat diets, drastically reduce their portions, and consume extremely low-calorie meals to achieve their dream physique. They force themselves to do much more exhausting cardio workouts, sweating profusely on treadmills every single morning before going to work. But several agonizing months later, they step on the scale only to realize that their overall body weight has barely changed. The hidden biological reason behind this overwhelming frustration might actually be something that most ordinary people never even think about today. That silent metabolic controller is insulin, a microscopic chemical messenger flowing constantly through your bloodstream to regulate your entire energy system. Insulin is an essential hormone produced by your pancreas that helps move glucose directly from your circulating blood into your cells. Once inside those microscopic cells, that vital sugar is quickly converted into usable energy to power your muscles and your brain. But this incredibly important hormone has another major biological job that completely changes how your body handles its stored nutritional resources. It also sends a very strong chemical signal telling your physical body to store extra energy as unwanted fat tissue immediately. When your internal insulin levels are unusually high, your entire body intensely focuses on storing energy rather than burning it off. During these specific periods of elevated hormones, the biological doors to your fat cells remain firmly locked and completely inaccessible forever. And when this powerful insulin stays continuously high throughout the entire day, your body desperately struggles to burn fat for fuel. Your metabolic engine becomes extremely sluggish, making you feel constantly tired and incredibly hungry despite eating plenty of nutritious food recently. This frustrating physiological condition is exactly what many leading medical experts formally call the dangerous and highly restrictive insulin trap today. And unfortunately, millions of hardworking people around the globe are currently stuck deep inside it without even realizing what is happening. They blame their own lack of willpower, thinking they are just too weak to maintain a proper healthy diet and lifestyle. But the harsh reality is that their internal hormonal environment is actively working against their most dedicated and sincere weight goals. To successfully escape this invisible prison, we first need to clearly understand what exactly causes these massive hormonal spikes every day. Let us deeply explore the three primary daily habits that are secretly keeping your body locked in this endless storage mode. The first major cause is the modern cultural habit of constant snacking, which continuously overworks your delicate digestive system without resting. Every single time you eat any type of food, your internal insulin levels naturally rise to process those incoming fresh nutrients. If you choose to snack constantly throughout the entire day, your circulating insulin rarely gets a chance to drop back down. You might grab a small protein bar in the morning, thinking you are making a very healthy and smart nutritional choice. Then you mindlessly eat a handful of mixed nuts at your desk while quickly answering some urgent emails before lunchtime arrives. Later in the afternoon, you carefully sip on a sweetened milky coffee beverage to boost your fading mental energy and focus.
All these seemingly innocent little snacks keep your pancreas working overtime, continuously pumping out more hormones into your busy bloodstream system, which ultimately means your physical body rarely enters that highly desired fat-burning mode you have been desperately trying to achieve. Your stored fat cells remain securely locked away, completely unavailable for any energy use, no matter how much you exercise daily. This constant feeding cycle essentially trains your complex biological system to always expect incoming calories instead of burning existing stored fat. The second major contributing factor is our modern diet heavily filled with highly refined carbohydrates and artificial sugary food products everywhere. Common everyday foods like sweet sugary drinks, soft white bread, and heavily processed packaged snacks are incredibly dangerous for your metabolism.
These specific types of unnatural foods break down extremely fast in your stomach, causing massive and rapid spikes in blood sugar. Your panicked body immediately responds to this sudden dangerous sugar rush by rapidly releasing unusually large amounts of protective insulin hormone. This massive hormonal flood forcefully pushes all that excess sugar directly into your vulnerable fat cells for permanent long-term storage. Shortly after this dramatic spike, your blood sugar violently crashes down, leaving you feeling incredibly exhausted, shaky, and craving more sweets. This vicious daily roller coaster of high and low blood sugar creates an unbreakable cycle of continuous overeating and guaranteed weight gain. Even if you are eating fewer total calories, eating the wrong types of refined carbohydrates will completely destroy your metabolic health. Your body simply cannot burn any stored fat while it is desperately trying to manage these massive toxic dietary sugar spikes. This is exactly why calorie counting alone frequently fails miserably for so many dedicated people trying their absolute best to improve. The third crucial hidden cause is something you might never associate with gaining stubborn belly fat, which is chronic poor sleep. Consistent lack of deep restorative sleep can severely increase your cellular insulin resistance, making your entire metabolic system highly inefficient daily. When your tired cells become resistant, they stubbornly refuse to accept the circulating blood sugar that your insulin is bravely carrying. This dangerous cellular rejection means your panicked body must produce even more excessive insulin just to manage your baseline blood sugar. Furthermore, sleep deprivation significantly elevates your daily stress hormones like cortisol, which further compounds this terrible metabolic disaster inside your body. High cortisol naturally triggers your resilient liver to release stored glucose, forcing your exhausted pancreas to secrete even more insulin immediately. So just by staying up late watching television, you are literally programming your own physical body to store extra belly fat. This fascinating scientific revelation brings us to the most important and fundamental truth about achieving sustainable and healthy human weight loss. The real underlying issue for many struggling people is absolutely not just about exactly how much food they eat every day. It is actually about how often their internal insulin is dangerously elevated throughout their normal waking hours and their sleeping time. To permanently fix this frustrating metabolic condition, the ultimate biological goal is actually surprisingly simple and very straightforward for everyone involved. You must strategically give your resilient body much more uninterrupted time operating with significantly lower and healthier baseline insulin hormone levels. The very first crucial habit you must strictly adopt is to completely avoid all forms of constant, mindless snacking between meals. You need to intentionally allow much longer fasting gaps between your daily meals to let your overworked pancreas finally rest properly. When you simply stop eating constantly, your circulating insulin levels will naturally drop, effectively unlocking your stubborn fat cells for energy.
This beautiful biological process is how your remarkable human machine was originally designed to function and survive during ancient evolutionary times. The second essential habit is to intensely focus on consuming natural whole foods instead of those highly processed artificial carbohydrate products. Fresh vegetables, quality proteins, and healthy natural fats digest much more slowly, keeping your vital blood sugar remarkably stable and balanced. By choosing these nutrient-dense ingredients, you actively prevent those massive insulin spikes that force your body into unwanted fat storage. Your daily meals should deeply nourish your active cells without constantly triggering that powerful hormonal alarm system inside your delicate bloodstream. The third absolutely vital habit you must cultivate is to strictly prioritize getting high-quality restorative sleep every single night without fail. Chronic poor sleep can severely disrupt multiple critical hormones that directly control your delicate metabolism and regulate your daily hunger signals. Creating a calm and relaxing bedtime routine is just as important for fat loss as your daily exercise and strict nutrition. When you finally optimize your nightly sleep, your cellular insulin sensitivity naturally improves, making your entire metabolic engine much more efficient. These three simple lifestyle changes work beautifully together to create the perfect biological environment for sustainable and healthy long-term healing. The big transformative takeaway here is that successful fat loss is absolutely not only about obsessively counting your daily consumed calories. Powerful internal hormones like insulin play a truly massive role in exactly how your unique body stores and burns its energy. By respecting your natural biology and keeping those crucial hormone levels consistently low, you can finally unlock your ultimate physical potential. If you truly want to deeply understand how these invisible hormones dramatically affect your body weight, please stay tuned for more. Watch our next exciting video about the daily hidden habits that silently damage your metabolism. Thank you from the Deep Body Lab.